The higher you go, the quieter, slower, more calculated people are.
This is true. They're also more curious, they're more open-minded, they listen a whole lot better. They're way more approachable. The image that we've been sold of high performance is a total lie. That doesn't mean they don't have boundaries. They absolutely do, but they're embodied boundaries that they don't need to enforce with aggression or anything else. Their whole lives are built around protecting this this purity. High performers aren't ruthless, they're pointed. It's a completely different characteristic. What high performers actually have is clarity and alignment. They operate in coherence. They love their lives, okay? And I'm not talking about the ones that you hear about that are out performing success and haven't done the inner work and they didn't heal and they seek, money for power and then they perform it because they're constantly trying to exert their will over other people to get their purpose needs, to get belonging or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about high performers. So there isn't one metric that will stipulate that somebody's a high performer. So if somebody has a lot of money, that doesn't mean they're a high performer. They have to be fulfilled, holistically fulfilled. This is what a high performer is. And if you think about it, it becomes glaringly obvious that what high performers actually have is an internal kind of coherence. They have clarity of mind, heart, spirit, which is where your creative energy comes from, it's where your purpose comes from, it's where your values come from. And that is where integrity comes from. People that are high performers have a lot of integrity. Warren Buffett says emphatically that he won't work with anybody who doesn't have integrity. It's the number one thing they need to have. It's how it works. And it's such a disservice to people to portray success as requiring anything else. Because when you don't have success, this is a matter of alignment, okay? It's not a matter of pushing. For the overwhelming majority of people, they need a total internal overhaul. They need to completely change their identity. They need to work on inner coherence. And if those people try to just force the actions that were sold as being aligned with success, what they lead to is burnout. They lead to feelings of utter despair because you've done all the things and nothing has worked. They lead to failure. All right? Like, you would have been better off not doing anything at all. You can see this evidence glaringly when you see that dieting actually damages your metabolism. Okay, inner coherence, the actions come inevitably. They're the natural result of that coherence. You focus on the coherence first.